what's up, nerds out there in the super cool nerd nation? It is Jason the X, Cat, Cass, Ricardo, and back there behind the board, it's Cora doing the super cool nerd show. I was trying something different.
No, I liked it.
Thank you.
It was big. It was big.
I tried to. I'm excited.
It was
I'm excited. I'm feeling good tonight. Maybe it's because higher class. Anyway, thank you guys out there for joining us. We appreciate it. And it's going to be a big weekend because we are going to cons this weekend as well. Fan days, Retropalooza. We'll talk a little bit about those later on in the show. We hope to see you guys out there. And if you see us, say hi.
Say hi.
Anyway, everyone just give Cora a hand because she's been dealing with like problems with our XSplit.
Seriously. Thank you so much.
The quintessential producer back there.
I thought she was gonna pick up the monitors and just chuck them across the room.
Probably me.
I thought about it.
Oh God.
You can't chuck monitors at the internet. Like it just gets harder at that point.
She'll get like that hooks from Police Academy, like speech and strength, and all of a sudden just kill us all.
Sure.
Like she's just covered in blood. Going,
You can't give out my plans like this.
Seriously.
No,
The
she will go. She's gonna go all Leonidas and go. This is Suikoden, and then just destroy us all.
It'll be the last. It'll be the last thing I hear.
Yeah.
This is for Suikoden. Suikoden, and then that's it.
Oh.
Please don't hit the table.
Oh,
no.
Transformer falling over.
Yeah.
And scared cats.
There we go.
That just looks uncomfortable. I'm gonna pose that later on. Anyway, since I kind of threw everything off, let's just get off with some super cool nerd news. There is a man whom I trust now. He has brought me nothing but joy, and I'd honestly like to just say, hey, I love you, man. Anyway, Kevin Feige, who is responsible for the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the continuity that we've seen out of the many movies over a 10-year process, now has a new title. It is Chief Creative Officer. What does that mean? He will now be overseeing all of Marvel's movie, TV, and animated shows and appearances.
And comics.
What does this mean? A greater continuity and comics as well. I'm sorry, I forgot. Comics are important. Although I kind of don't want him to go near comics. We'll talk about that later. What does this mean? Probably a greater continuity between things like the television properties and the movies. Now, granted, successful shows like The Runaways. Love that show. Does it have a firm grounding in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? No. The stuff from Netflix with Daredevil, and even though we can't talk about them just yet, we got word that they existed in the same universe. We never really saw it. You know, I think most we saw was like Luke Cage when they were selling bootlegs of the Battle of New York, and they kept alluding to it. But with this, I think we're going to see a better encompassing of all of these properties and a better, honestly, it's a universe that is so conveniently connected, and yet they don't really use these conveniences. Now, with that, I hope maybe they'll take a look at the shows like Ghost Rider, which got canceled before it even started, even though they announced it, which kind of sucked. But hopefully we'll see a greater continuity. What do you guys think about just them really exploring that all of these people exist in one world?
Genuinely, I thought they were already doing it. Marvel, the one biggest, critique of Marvel is that it's too corporate. Which that seems like it's going to get much more so. But if he were to bring in the Netflix people and some of the other things that are kind of to the side, I'd be down.
I mean, I trust his work. He's proven himself to me. Also, he's gonna somewhere in all this work on a Star Wars property of some sort. We don't know. I mean, that could be further in the future. We don't know. But it was announced he wants to do something with Star Wars. But want and can you exist in two places at one time are two totally different things. So,
well, it could just mean that they're going to have Star Wars toys in an episode of something. You know, it doesn't have to mean. It just means that Star Wars exists either as a real life thing or not as a real life thing, as a property.
I mean, they alluded to Empire Strikes Back and Civil War. Whenever Spider-Man's like, "Do you remember in that one movie with the snow walker thingies?" And he twirled around.
Yes, they couldn't do what I was about to say. It's like imagine if Guardians of the Galaxy, like a Millennium Falcon just goes by or something.
Okay. Recognizing a property in another property and combining them are two very different things.
Just if they did that, if they put like the Millennium Falcon like the background of a
Yeah.
guard, like maybe they're at a space outpost and there just happens to be a familiar looking ship there, and I just scream out in the theater and
Very tall, furry man just walks across the
just
street.
casually
Yeah.
walks by.
Honestly, I feel like this is a formality.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's going to get much more corporate. I don't think. I think it's going to stay about as corporate as it is, which you can make the argument is too corporate already. But, like, this is just new business cards. He's been effectively kind of in charge of a lot of this for a minute.
New business card that say "cuh."
They're gonna chip the little letters off of his door and replace it with some new ones.
They
Yeah.
actually do say CCO is one of those abbreviated positions, so they probably will.
I'm excited for it because, like, you know, like in Daredevil, Luke Cage, all these other ones, there were like little hints of like Battle of New York and like saying, you know, you don't need like a suit of iron or
Yeah.
a hammer and all that. So it was kind of there, and we kind of saw like Stark Tower or Avengers Tower, whatever you want to call it.
And in Defenders when they refer to Spider-Man.
Yeah, but it's kind of like now, it's like they could be more connect. It was connected at like at the smallest points, but now I think it could be more connected, like
Really?
more. Because
All right, I'm going to cheat with
Matt
this.
and Foggy
No.
have their office where it is because of the Battle of New York. Jessica Jones, there's a giant plot point in the first season where they're talking about people with powers and how much she's hated because they think she's like the Avengers. I think they're fairly well connected.
Speaking of, you were looking like, what are you talking about when they mentioned Spider-Man? In the final battle in Defenders, they use they use Wu-Tang Protect Your Neck and like your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I was like, oh, that confirms he exists in that universe. There we go. We're done.
So I saw a thing out there that, granted, this is like just fan theory and all that, but there's people out there that want Matt Murdock to appear in Spider-Man 3 as Peter Parker's lawyer.
Which, given that Spider-Man 3 is going to be in like 5 years.
Timeline.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Give me Daredevil and Spider-Man together in a movie. I'd be down for that. And they want to, and again, just seeing like rumors and all that from the internet, and I mean, again, it's all rumors. It's the internet, you know, that they want to bring the Punisher to an actual film, not just a show. And it'd be
We also have the Fantastic Four and X-Men, which they say they are actively working on that. They just didn't want to give out anything.
I also think Daredevil, specifically Daredevil, Punisher, and Spider-Man would be really interesting in the current version of the MCU because Spider-Man has killed, and that's not something that he normally does. And having Matt Murdock trying to bring him back from maybe going a little bit too far.
I don't love it. Like, I don't. With all the connected whatever, like, that's fine. That's fine. And I'm a big fan of Marvel doing this kind of the way they had been. But if you bring them all into the same universes, then they all need to have a similar tone and feel. And what I liked about, like, Daredevil was it was a vastly different feel. Especially the Punisher. The Punisher
Some of
is a
them need to
very
move out of New
different
York.
feel, and they're if you're uniting them all under the same banner, they're gonna have a similar tone.
well, I mean, but it's like, you know, like Civil War is very much a political thriller, but then you had like Thor Ragnarok where it was very much a buddy cop film.
Yeah.
So I mean, two very different tones there. What, you know, like, oh, I forgot you
I
didn't
don't
like.
want to. No.
Oh,
don't wanna
I
sit.
love Thor Ragnarok. I laughed
Come
my
on,
ass
man.
off.
We're the deviants. I've never said a Marvel movie was too funny before that.
Oh, you're getting
That's
Moon Knight.
real now.
Are we getting Moon Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are getting Moon
We
Knight.
effing better because they
Well, you
announced
said
it.
booed right now, and I was like, I mean, not in the real chat. Hello, are you booing us? No,
They're going to
Moon
now.
Knight.
Which we still
Hi,
don't
Joe.
have anybody
Yes.
cast for that yet. So
What? It like just got announced.
But do you want Moon Knight to come out and sound exactly like Civil War?
Nope.
mm.
Nope. Yeah, that's fair.
I haven't
Mark
read a Moon Knight.
Spector, he ain't got-
I haven't read a Moon Knight comic, so I don't know what to expect. So
Oh,
Let's
Batman.
just say, like, they do have similarities in tone. They have a lot of similarities in tone. They go for the same type of joke. Thor just did it a lot more.
Like
But
every sentence.
yeah, it has fairly traditional story structure with a big arc and a fall off, and they want to be heroes and they don't think they are. Like that is just intact. Like that's consistent across it, and that's what I'm afraid is going to continue to arc in the same directions. And I like when things can deviate, even if it's at the expense of maybe having huge cameos or whatever. If they're allowed to deviate some and live smaller lives, I think it's interesting. I'm not hugely negatively against it, but I'm concerned.
I was kind of hoping that it would go the other way and Spider-Man could actually be a little dark for once.
Yeah.
In the MCU, I realized that he went. We all saw the emo face.
I mean, I think Far From Home was darker than Homecoming.
It's not as dark as Punisher, though. That's what I was.
Well,
hoping.
no,
I
it should
actually-
not be.
Going
Well,
a little
I
bit
also
that way.
didn't finish Punisher.
Also, 25 days until
Still
Disney
like-
Plus.
That was boring to me.
Until y'all lose me for a week. Oh, we'll be off. We'll be off the air by then.
A
too.
week?
No, it's 25 days
You
until.
mean 9 years?
Ooh, gargoyles.
Exactly.
Cora, what are you most excited for on Disney Plus? By the way,
I'm not.
really?
I'm not getting it, so I have no reason to be excited.
I got you.
Money.
I got you.
That's subtlety, though.
Anyway, what?
You have to come away.
Also, if you think I haven't pirated or already own half the stuff that they're like, oh, look at this old stuff that's on here, you're wrong.
You can borrow. Anyway, what is your news this week?
Oh, changing it up.
Because I'm looking right at you.
Guess that's a good point.
Shit, I don't have a.
Because she was in your sight
I
line.
don't have a ball to throw at her though.
Oh, what a
Please don't.
coincidence.
I don't know if I'll get lucky again.
No. Again, we have musicals. No, I'm kidding. There
Damn
was
it.
there
I
no
was wondering.
legit. There was one announced this week, but I don't have the energy to go with one that I've never even heard of. It was the second of one of them, and I can't do it. We're not doing a third week in a row of that. No, actually, this one is actually very close to me. If y'all have been following the channel for a while, then you know that I adore anime made in like 1980, 70-ish, and up to the 90s, and like that's it. And the new stuff just doesn't appeal to me as much anymore. And one of my favorites has always been Saint Seiya Knights of the Zodiac. And if you are a fan like me, or if you were interested in the show and were turned away by that god-awful CGI bullcrap that they showed up with in July,
That was hard.
God, it was terrible.
That was hard to watch.
If you want to see the good version of it, they have announced that, or Netflix has announced that they are already streaming the original 1986 Saint Seiya Knights of the Zodiac. It's all of the episodes, for all the first 46 episodes have been added. They've got subtitles, and they do have a new dub, which I'm excited to at least hear and see if it's decent. However, that's only up to episode 16 currently. They're going to slowly be adding those over time, but if you want to check it out, I highly, highly, highly recommend it because it is very, very, very good. I can't stress enough how great Saint Seiya is, and it has been it's been an influence on a lot of other animes like over the years. I mean, it's inspired new runoffs of its own kind,
And
just
great
everywhere.
toys.
Beautiful toys. I still have my Andromeda figure that I don't display because he won't stand up straight. But again, just give it a good watch. If you like more shonen types, obviously this is going to be for you. It's about fighting and protection and really, really good stuff. And none of the girls annoy me, which is, again, a plus.
She really is a fan of the, like, hey, did you see that Ronin Warriors figure? Did you see that? And see?
I just wish that it was die cast, because then maybe
I don't
would.
care.
No, I'm not paying $170 for a piece of plastic.
I mean, it's all plastic.
Yeah, it's all plastic. That's the
No,
problem.
I'm sorry, it's all plastic.
Well, okay, so
I broke a monitor throwing my wallet at the screen.
so like the Andromeda figure I have, it's about this big. It only cost me like $60, and it has two sets of interchangeable armor that are metal. This is all plastic, and it's 170. I can't justify that.
Well, even the original Saint Seiya figures were super popular.
They were.
So
yes.
it's
Well, again, this is the figures again I'm talking about are the Ronin Warrior figures.
well, yeah, I'm getting those. Oh, you can gaze at mine.
Yeah, because I can't justify that. But I mean, they're still coming out with Saint Seiya toys. I mean, the cast is so huge that you can just keep making toys for days, because you have the bronze team, the silver team, and the gold team, and all of them have at least 5 or 6 people.
See,
no, wait, I'm sorry. The gold team has 12 because they are the zodiac constellations.
Ooh.
see, this was
Give
the
me Scorpio.
early morning.
Scorpios.
The TV just came off of the beep, first cartoon that airs. They really didn't give a crap about it, but on Saturday morning, you better be up as soon as the
signal went up.
I think they play like the national. No, they did that when they went off the air.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as it went on, it was like the first cartoon in the morning, and I'd be up with a bowl of cereal ready to go. Like I'd be looking at the clock. All right, come on, click and wait,
I can see you just being about Eddie's age right now, just doing that.
and on.
And then the girl from the ring starts coming out. I'm familiar.
Why did I mess
There's
up?
a weird choice for 25-year-olds.
All the good anime cartoons came on in the morning because they wanted to play the popular stuff at night. Sailor Moon, Saint Seiya, Ronin Warrior, Samurai Pizza Cats. They were all in the morning.
Wait, Samurai what?
Samurai Pizza Cats. It's so good.
Oh.
Best
Lord.
theme song ever.
When I watched Saint Seiya, it was on Toonami. They had Saint Seiya and they had Knights of the Zodiac, and they played how they played it. It was like gun for me anyway, because apparently other places had different like orders for some reason. It was Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, Sailor Moon, and then after that they didn't care. So then it was Saint Seiya and Saint Seiya, and then it was it was Ronin Warriors, and then it was replaced with Saint Seiya. And then after like I think 2 months, they just took it off because no one was watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And the sailors in Jason's unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his bowl of cereal waiting there for the TV to turn
This was
on.
this
They're
was
like, you're 32.
far before I joined the military or was able
No,
to.
I'm definitely picturing you with like, yeah, a bunch of sailors behind you going, is he okay?
And SpongeBob hands.
Yeah, it's not Sailors. Sailor Moon.
You went to the Navy?
Yeah.
You were in the Navy?
This was not
When you were in
on
the
when I'm
Navy.
talking.
No, you're like
It's
62,
like jokes,
right?
Jason. It's like we're making jokes.
No.
No.
I refuse
We're
to.
not here for jokes.
I'm not
alright?
accepting it. No.
Serious
I'm
show.
not going to accept that. Anyway, so binge watch.
Yes, that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Actually, you thought I was going to Retropalooza. No, that's wrong. I'm going to stay home in my
You're like,
pajamas
I
and
have
watch Saint
Retropalooza
Seiya.
at my house.
Exactly.
Are you gonna sit there with a bowl of cereal?
You're not wrong.
No.
When
I
they
don't-
put Robotech
gets in
on
the way.
Netflix, I was
Are
like,
you gonna sit there
goodbye
with a bowl of
world.
ramen?
Not quite that weeby. Because I have standards on my ramen.
Hey, look, Bryce is in the chat. I guess he's not dead, Ricardo.
Yeah,
You can stop being
something about Picard.
individual
That's all I
one.
Country fried Bryce Culver.
Speaking of individual one, what's your story this week?
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black cat? Or is it bat? We had 2 huge casting news concerning Matt Reeves as the Batman this week, or the last week and a half. Zoe Kravitz has been casted as Selena Kyle, aka Catwoman, and earlier today, the Riddler was officially announced for the movie, being portrayed by none other than Paul Dano. In recent weeks, the role came down for Catwoman came down to Kravitz, Zazie Beetz of Atlanta and Deadpool 2, and Joker, and then Baby's Driver's Eiza Gonzalez, who she was just badass in that film. And Oscar winner Alicia Vikander was also rumored was also in the running for Catwoman. Ultimately, though, Kravitz won out despite some worry about scheduling issues with Fantastic Beasts. Zoe Kravitz has recently started Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse as Mary Jane, the Fantastic Beasts franchise as Lita Lestrange, and in Big Little Lies as Bonnie Carlson for the last 3 seasons. She previously has had live action comic book movie experience, having portrayed Angel Salvador in X-Men First Class, which was pretty badass as well. As for Mr. Paul Danos, the Prisoners actor is currently filming Jane Campion's The Power of the Dog. He most recently directed the critically acclaimed drama Wildfire, thank you, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Carey Mulligan. On the acting side, he was recently Emmy nominated for his work in Showtime's miniseries Escape at Dannemora, I believe how you say it, opposite Benicio del Toro, so pretty awesome there. He is also known for his dual role as Paul and Eli Sunday in There Will Be Blood, and as Hank opposite Daniel Radcliffe in Swiss Army Man. Earlier this week, Jonah Hill turned down the role for a role in the Batman, who is now thought to have been either the Riddler or Penguin. Though on a personal side, if the late great Philip Seymour Hoffman was still alive, he would be my personal choice for Penguin, because I thought he would make an awesome Penguin. Concerning the Batman, no official start date for filming has been set, though several sources have said either late 2019, so the next few months, or early 2020. With a release date of June 25th, 2021. Of course, Robert Pattinson will take over the cape and cowl from Ben Affleck, who stepped down as both Batman and the director of the film. So, yeah, Zoe Kravitz and Paul Danos. I'm excited.
Well, Dano.
Dano.
I'm real happy with this cast. I think Zoe Kravitz is a fine actress, and the more she gets older, the more she looks so much like her mom.
Yeah.
Which is to say she's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's just fine.
look, I'm trying to be very respectful here, but oh Lord,
I wasn't going down that respectful. I'm sorry. Like, I think she's gorgeous. I think she's gorgeous in anything she can act. She can dance.
Oh, yeah.
She's just solid.
She's just phenomenal. I'm excited for both these castings.
I have absolutely no recollection of Paul Dano in There Will Be Blood.
He played the twins.
Sure.
I mean, we gotta have a movie night. Rewatch that.
He wasn't.
No,
He
it was
wasn't
so long.
the guy with the mustache.
He
and
wasn't.
Didn't drink anybody's
Something-
milkshake. So,
something about
like,
milkshake,
why
yeah.
would you remember
Maybe
him?
had a hat.
Hold up.
Probably.
There we go.
That's all
Or
I got.
black.
He did not have a hat.
Nope. He was a preacher, pastor's kid. One of the two. He has got a little cross on there.
people should be happy they're getting a Jewish Catwoman. She's half Jewish.
I'm excited for this. Like I said, Zoe Kravitz. I mean, she was also in Mad Max, and on that really cool ensemble cast, and she's a great actress.
I think she's a bit underrated, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't. She doesn't do a lot. It doesn't feel like she does a lot. But when I see her, it's like, oh, there's Zoe Kravitz.
I mean, that being said, she's been on a TV show for 3 years. Like, that's a hard
Well,
schedule.
yeah. More movie.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Good casting though.
But yeah, now we've got Catwoman, we've got Riddler, and I mean, there's still rumors of Penguin being involved, and there's also rumors of Deathstroke being involved in this film. So
Dare I say, I'm actually getting a little bit excited for this Batman movie.
Yeah.
If they do have Deathstroke, do we know if they're going with Joe Manganiello?
Yeah.
Because he looks amazing.
I mean, getting better and better.
Yeah.
Like, remember when
Well, always. He also looks amazing as Deathstroke. He just looks amazing, though.
also he plays D&D.
He does.
And he's done a lot, I feel like, for D&D as a community.
Yeah.
Like, it's come out, like, he was in that whole thing a couple weeks ago with the wrestler.
Oh, MJF?
He was like, I don't play
Those
D&D.
are the best feuds.
Posted his men's health cover.
No,
of
Muscle
him, like,
Fitness.
to the
Muscle
waist.
Fitness posted like after he said it. I love MJF. You stay out of it, Muscle and Fitness magazine. He said,
But, like, yeah.
Married
So,
to
yeah.
Sofia Vergara. He's making D&D look good. That's all I'm saying.
regardless, this new Batman movie, yeah. So far, every step of the way, I'm excited.
Who knows?
Good casting.
Maybe she can get me to like Catwoman.
Yeah.
I hate Catwoman in all iterations so far.
Have you seen the Halle Berry version?
Oh,
No! Why
No,
would I watch
don't.
that?
If I win the competition, she has to watch the Halle Berry Catwoman and review it.
you know what? I
If.
second that. if I win this
You
competition.
just got targeted. If I win, okay, I'm sorry. We'll go on with the news. We'll get to an extra life update. Cass, what do you have?
Oh, all right. So
We're so interested in everybody else's stories.
if you like conspiracy theories, then you will like this story. So, the end of Fortnite. It was this big event. They were going into season 2, and they decided to have, instead of a traditional game of any kind, they had a big black hole that you could sit and stare at. And Twitch, being Twitch, decided to stream it and kind of do a, what was it called? Chat roulette. Chat roulette. No, they had basically a bot would randomly switch to different streamers streaming this event on the official Twitch channel. There was a streamer called Flame Lord 1998, which I think is kind of shaky from the beginning, but whatever. He was asked a question about Hong Kong. He was just about to answer it when the it cut off. The bot switched it to a different account right as he was about to answer this question about Hong Kong. This was the second time in 24 hours that this had happened. The other streamer his name is Marcus Ranger, and he was in the middle of recommending Ninja, who recently switched to Mixer and is not with Twitch anymore. So Twitch does a stream, is randomly picking streamers to go to and kind of feature, and cuts off 2 streamers just as they're about to do something that Twitch doesn't like. Now, this is not necessarily what happened. It is a random bot, but it is kind of suspicious that that happened back to back. I don't think these things are necessarily against terms of service, but I'm really not sure. This is kind of, I don't know. It's kind of a conspiracy theory, but kind of not at the same time.
Whatever happened to freedom of speech?
Not on a platform that you don't own.
Under freedom of speech when you're being hosted by somebody else's corporate platform. You're allowed to say whatever you want. You have no protection about staying on the air while you do so. Like
freedom of speech does not protect you from the repercussions of what you say.
Yeah.
What?
But they didn't say. They didn't get a chance to say anything though.
It sounds to me like nobody understands what roulette is.
Say you say something I don't like in my house, and I punch you in the face and throw you out.
This is Twitch's version of
this is me. This is Twitch doing that.
I do question the bot thing.
The algorithm that's out there listening,
Maybe it's like if they put in the bot. Okay, if these words are said, switch immediately.
And we all knew that Hong Kong would be among those words. Nobody wants to talk about it right now.
Free democracy for China.
The whole
There goes
And this show instantly gets cut off. We're still on the air. Okay.
My whole thing is like, it's not about the Hong Kong thing specifically, but I think it's fair to have no tolerance for political anything right now. Like, I think it's fair. Is it best for everyone? Probably not. But I understand if corporations are like, we're not doing political talk.
Yeah, I mean
on our show. Like,
that just costs the NBA billions of dollars in China.
And Blizzard had a whole thing last week. So yeah, no, it kind of makes sense. Calling it a random bot is a little no.
And they call us snowflakes.
Twitch not having like the balls to come out and be like, hey, we're not allowing this. It's our TOS and we have a live moderator.
Y'all
This
start
is
talking
not
about it.
surprising, and it's not.
Are we on Twitch?
No, not currently.
No.
Okay.
From what I can tell, Twitch has not said anything about this event. They've not mentioned this in any kind of press release.
They probably won't.
Somebody sent a letter out to all the top 500 companies, and we're like, you know what you should do is not talk about it for a week and a half. Your whole audience will love that.
I just looked it up. Amazon owns Twitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Jeff Bezos must be like, hey, don't
Don't y'all be talking bad about China.
Turns out we rely on China for a lot of stuff, so maybe no.
But I mean, that's not what it is, though. Like, It may not be what it is. If you say zero political, then you can't anything. You have to cut it off. And honestly, if I'm the moderator of a giant platform that is meant specifically for gaming, yes, I have a rule that if things get political,
I would definitely publicize that role if I was them, though. And from what I understand, I don't think they have.
I don't know that they have, but I mean, like, with Twitch, though, if you're curious about their terms of service, you can look it up. That's what differentiates them from, like, Overwatch League.
Right. Yeah.
So they might not feel like they have to publicize it because the reason we don't know is because we haven't gone and looked it up off their webpage.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's say this chat roulette thing, like, I wouldn't say anything political, but I would wear a shirt that says "Free Hong Kong."
Mm-mm.
No.
Visual. It's just the difference between visual and audio. Like it's not different.
They're similarly regulated.
Look at
I mean,
that one
if-
girl that was wearing the what was it, Mortal Kombat outfit that got banned.
That-
She was wearing a Chun-Li outfit.
Oh.
Chun-Li.
That is specific doxing, by the way. A bunch of gamer types who didn't like her. Honestly, my answer to all of it is why are you playing chat roulette right now?
Yeah.
It's not a great idea.
It's
I mean,
not
it was a black hole. Like they didn't really have much of a. Oh,
yeah, but you can still.
This isn't. They have no obligation to show Fortnite.
It's just big right now.
I mean,
I guess they were just trying something new. I guess I
Worlds
don't know.
are going on right now. Like, I mean, I support it if you're going to back it up by letting the roulette consequences continue. If you're not prepared to do that, then you don't do chat roulette.
See a bunch of people's butts. That's the only thing I ever saw in chat roulette.
And
It
with
just-
that,
Reminds me that your 21st
Kat,
birthday.
you're gonna have to follow butts.
Sorry. So speaking of Riot's decided to go hardcore, and they're just like they're coming for Blizzard, which is interesting. They announced 7 new properties this week. They announced League of Legends mobile version, which would be a complete rebuild of
Yeah.
League of Legends. They announced a console version to come in the future. They announced Teamfight Tactics (TFT) is going to be a separate game and also have a mobile build. It's their like chess thing, kind of. It's been popular. Legends of Runeterra. It's a card game. It's going to be on PC and mobile. I found out that I don't understand the card games at all, as it turns out, when I was watching a show where they were talking about like how the purchase of packs go and how often you do it, and if you make your money from a corner of the market by like buying a pack. I don't know, very confusing. New shooter next year, Project A. They've showed some of the gameplay footage from it. This is interesting. We'll talk about that more in a minute. And a new animated series called Arcane, based on the League of Legends lore, which is shaky at best, and 2 of their characters. Now, the animated style is interesting.
I don't think I would hate that.
I think it will get a lot of views. I do. I don't understand it. Whatever. The new shooter was interesting to me. Like, Riot, if you've kept up with Riot, they are huge in the video game space for the one property that they have. They only have one game. They've only released one game. And they've been living off that and obviously working on this. The new shooter, it looks like Paladins or a little bit like TF2 kind of, I guess. And the gameplay footage already showed a res mechanic, which resurrections in shooters isn't great. Sometimes it can cause a lot of problems. You think you would learn.
There's a reason that Overwatch has exactly one of them.
And has changed it like 7 times because it's difficult. And it just, so we'll see if they learn from that. Yeah, the shooter looks, I mean, it's kind of cartoony, kind of fun, but like, the question I heard posed was, who's going to play it? Like, what market are they after?
I mean, I'll give anything a try, you know.
Yeah, but you're not a PC gamer.
I
For the
told him
most,
PC
for
gamer.
the most part, like, don't you console more? Okay, well then maybe you. Jason's gonna play it.
I mean, I'll try it.
It does seem like an assault against Blizzard.
Oh, it's definitely an assault.
Yeah.
Like which is fair. Like it's free market.
And honestly, I'm actually a little more interested in the animated property. I mean, it's a lore that could use more fleshing out, among other things. I like animated properties. I always said, give me a campaign for Overwatch. I think there is some opportunity for a story there.
Having watched some of their shorts, their cinematics, they're decent. Like League of Legends they do them. I don't like the little cat girls very much. Like they tend to do a lot of like little anime kind of cat girls, and not a big fan. But like the style is interesting. It's high quality. Like I'm more interested in the animated series than most of it, honestly.
The one of the guys I work with plays League more so casually because he doesn't like some of the changes they've made to the classes he likes to play. But he was talking about this a little bit when they were announcing everything. He's like, "Why are you making a shooter?" Like that is the one thing he's not excited for out of everything they announced. Because like the mobile game is basically going to be like original League, from what I understood.
Yes, very much.
And he's very excited for that because that was like his thing, and he misses old League. He doesn't like a lot of the changes they've made. Like I said, he doesn't understand why there's a first-person shooter. Like he just doesn't understand why, and doesn't want to know why because it shouldn't exist as far as he is concerned. But I would pass that along.
I was watching a show where they were talking about League of Legends, which I don't know anything about League of Legends really, but I know enough to keep up with competitive circuit, what's going on. It was a show about that. And one of the guys said, well, those Fortnite kids are going to grow up and start playing something else. And I was like, oh. And then,
just sprinkle the salt on it.
Well, like, no, it was loco. And that's the biggest point I've heard about it. But the other thing is that like Blizzard and Riot are the only ones who are supporting and building and promoting around the infrastructure of their esports scene.
Yeah.
Oh, they're also doing a fighting game.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It was the fighting game. I'm sorry.
You were like,
it was the fighting game he was confused on.
They're also doing a fighting
That's why we
game.
take notes.
But both of these, I have it. It's not on my notes.
She literally cared about it too little to write it down.
Well, and this is where the same point applies. They're the only ones who are supporting the infrastructure of their esports themselves. So, like Smash, you don't make money from playing Smash tournaments. That's not anything. You make money from Smash maybe by streaming it, but that's it.
Yeah.
If you don't make money streaming it, you don't have money from playing it. If they release a fighting game and a shooter, and your options are keep playing Call of Duty, keep playing Smash, and make $200, or Riot over here has this shiny property that's almost the same in some ways, that their price pool for winning region is 100,000. Which one are you going to do if they're both still playing video games for you?
You're gonna play and you're gonna promote the hell out of this new. Okay, all right, yeah, that's fair.
None of this is. I feel like yes, they're targeting Blizzard. No, I don't feel like it's unfair or how dare they or whatever. It's a free market. I'm interested to see what happens. They're supporting the crap out of their infrastructure. You know, with some questionable practices. I want Riot to turn it around. They might do it. I don't know. I don't know.
Just the Riot scene is so toxic and awful.
This whole thing is toxic and awful.
They have so many cool things like in League.
Yeah.
That I really want to be a fan of League. I'm just not because I'm not a fan of the company and because they don't have quite enough cool things. But if they could tilt it that direction. I don't know. You're still just looking at the animated series.
mean,
It turned into an opinion piece on
between
Riot
Riot
and
and Blizzard, I mean,
Riot.
the lesser of two evils.
So-
No,
we do have some
they're both
others.
horrible.
Yeah.
No, Riot's always been the worst.
Riot's the worst by a long shot.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
Blizzard said they got record numbers last year, but then laid off 800 people. So
Blizzard's not great, but Riot.
worse.
But a lot of that is Activision. Activision isn't great. Anyway.
We do have some other topics to get to tonight. But first, it is an Extra Life update. Yes, we are raising money for Children's Miracle Network. Our hospital of choice this year is Children's Medical Center. They do a lot of good things, especially in the realm of treating kids with cancer. Our goal is $500 currently. And in the lead for Team Super Cool Nerd Show, it is Jason the X. That's me. So far, I have raised $100, 5 donations. Thank you. Seriously, though, thank you to everyone out there who has donated. While we are making this a competition, Children's Hospital does have a special place in my heart. They did treat a cousin of mine when she had lymphoma as a child, and they literally saved her life. So I will always try to raise money for them, or at least donate some money to them.
They took out my appendix when I was 6.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it was good. I enjoyed my stay at the hospital.
But coming up in second place and really wanting to win this, it's Cora at $50. She's had some generous people donating to her cause there. And thank you out there for everybody else. And in third place, Ricardo, you got a donation
I
last
know.
night.
I was like, who donated to me? I haven't even posted the link
I
yet.
saw it was anonymous. I was like, he donated to himself.
I don't have money to donate to myself right now.
Yeah, we need to go shilling.
Yeah, y'all need to go show it because y'all have goose eggs in there. So if all of us, it's a small goal, $500, but it's going to help kids who are sick play video games, a cause I can get behind. So
If
It's
I
not-
win this, I will choose a random person that donated to me, and I will take them out to dinner.
go ahead. Did some other info.
Why don't you just
It's
donate
not
to yourself?
Just video games that they get. It's important to know that video games may be something that they use the donations for to make the stay easier, but it literally 100% of the proceeds literally go also towards the actual care. Sometimes the hospital needs a little bit more help with taking care of the kids, and the money will go to various treatments, medicines they may need, new equipment that the hospital may need to care for the children a lot easier, all kinds of different things like that. It's a wide variety, and you can actually go to the website to see what the money went to last year and the year and years prior to kind of get a better idea of what the money is going towards.
They do a good job of accountability for their funds.
Yes. It's also tax deductible if you are in the United States. I can't vouch for the rest of the world, but I can vouch for the United States.
Talk to your private accountants.
Yes.
So thank you to those that have donated. We greatly appreciate it, but we do have a ways to go still until we reach that November 2nd date. So the link is in the chat, and it'll also be in the description of the show. Please
Choose one of us.
choose me. Choose
Or
me.
just choose the team.
Don't choose Jason.
Well, you can't choose the team. It does have to go to a member. So
Choose me because I'll put Jason in makeup if I win.
Choose Cora.
Yeah,
let's not do that. Anyway,
I'm
that's
talking.
uncalled for.
If you get to talk about what y'all get to do, I get to talk about what I get to
Go
do.
right ahead.
Okay.
I'm talking full glitter beard. Yes, glitter beard. I will use biodegradable glitter so it will come out. No worries. I will
It will
use
be
the
super
finest
quick.
makeup. Jason will look very pretty. He won't look bad.
I
Will
can
RuPaul judge me?
No.
I can
I can't be judged by RuPaul.
I can see the
No.
fear in your eyes. I almost want to donate just $1 more.
No, now that's the thing. I easily could just put some money in and beat all
I
y'all.
thought you did.
I put $10 just to get us started, and then I thought it was going to go to the team. That was more of a mistake. So
Gotcha.
I am willing to say it's 90 on mine, but it was mainly just to get us started because I actually got us the packs where you can get the graphics and everything.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
still money going to them. I'm literally paying them for files that they've given out to everybody. So, but they still counted it towards my donation. So I'm willing to cut $10 off, but I'm not going to put it. I am going to put some more in November 2nd after we tally up. I do plan on actually adding in just my own money, just probably like $100 or something. Just that's more like after the competition is
I'll
done.
kick in some.
But afterwards, all the donations that we're getting are from people. No, we're not going to cheat. If I got to do what I got to do for kids, fine. And if you have to do what you have to do, like watch Catwoman and live tweet it,
I mean, like, Sure.
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. It is better
I've
than The
seen
Room.
the basketball scene.
Oh,
And that's all I've seen.
I will tell you this. It is better than The Room. And I know that's one of the worst ones we've ever seen.
It is.
All right, so some embarrassing things, but in good fun. We're not out to humiliate anybody. We're doing this for kids. Anyway, thank you for your donations.
Yay, kids.
So, should we do worst Halloween costumes? Because that's going to be pretty quick. Or should we just stand that for a later date? Because we do have another show until Halloween.
Oh, yeah, we'll save
We'll
it.
put more work into that.
Yeah.
Cat, go.
Gemini Man. Gemini Man has flopped, and everyone knows this. They're not making money. Nobody cares about Gemini Man except technophiles. Like, here's the thing about it. They used a new process. So, spoilers, but light, not plot spoilers, more like trailer spoilers.
Trust me, no one's seen this. No one's going to see this movie that's going to be
Yeah,
sad.
like, it doesn't matter. But, like, they have him starring alongside him. Will Smith by Will Smith. And one of them is a lot younger than Will Smith is.
Like Fresh Prince Young.
Like Fresh Prince Young. And
Yeah.
his mannerisms are pretty dead on.
I watched the movie and
Oh.
no, I did not enjoy it. I watched it because someone, a stunt person I know, did some stunts in there, and of course I want to see them.
Yeah.
But
we've all watched a terrible movie for someone that we know. It's like, hey, I did this thing.
But
Shout out the Manchurian Candidate, Tim Buchanan. Still there for you, buddy.
And you're not showing up to my awful movie.
But was it a good
I
movie?
didn't remember what it was called.
Although I was reading about like Ang Lee's technology used on it was not really able to be seen at its full quality because theaters in the U.S. are not capable of showing it.
What?
Which I thought I know it was a weird story. Like, oh, this film was too high tech to show in theaters, so you're not getting the full the full glory of the film. And I'm like, what is this bullshit?
This tells me that they haven't learned anything since film school. In film school, you're all obsessed
It's like,
with using quality of settings and certain lighting and some whatever that does not matter.
I mean, there's some good.
Your audience can't appreciate if they're low compression streams for like Netflix.
There are some good action scenes, but honestly, I've read this book. I think I don't know. It wasn't titled Gemini Man, but I've read this book somewhere. But okay, so the de-aging though.
They used a different process. Like normally, what Marvel did, for instance, for the younger Fury, for
Michael Douglas,
Iron Man, even.
Iron Man.
Oh yeah, they did it for.
That was the big one. Robert Downey Jr. He did look a lot like he did around like U.S. Marshals time, and they do it by doing the scene, shooting. They're not filming. Nobody uses film anymore. Them doing the scene and then manipulating frame rates, which is interesting because it's like it's interesting to me because it's photographers use noise reduction, right? That's what you use. It spreads out little pixels and kind of. This is doing the same thing with motion blur. So ideally, what you're saying is just the blur between the frames. If you put it at like 15 frames per second instead of 30. Your eyes wouldn't catch that there's something wrong, but there would be a enhanced blur between the frames for the motion that would smooth out the lines on their faces.
So they're doing that more for like with the beginning of Ant-Man when Douglas is
yeah.
So, but whereas like Captain Marvel, those are prosthetics on Samuel Jackson.
It's both.
It was both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There were some prosthetics involved. There was a whole lot of CGI, and then some of the kind of slight de-aging that is what she's talking about.
No, like most of it is frame rates. They're not using a lot of CGI. They're using a lot of blurred frame rates, apparently, because what they did in Gemini Man was reconstruct him from a motion capture.
Gotcha.
And that's radically new and different. I do think it's funny.
Swap those.
Wow.
There's a lot of that, and then there's some.
I do think it's funny that they said this is the first time that's been done. I'm like, what about what's his face in Star Wars?
Wait, what about
he
Tron?
Passed away.
Jeff Bridges.
Did they use the motion capture on that one? Didn't they?
I don't know. It
Because I don't think
so
the tech.
terrible.
Oh,
I don't
man.
even think they
Woo!
did anything.
Like
I
it's
think
like
they just took tape and just went like this. to
I
his
kind of was
face.
like, yeah, he looks so young
What about young
and creepy.
Kurt Russell in
Guardians.
Guardians?
Oh yeah,
You know
That's
what?
frame rate
That-
too,
yeah.
apparently.
that
Like,
makes sense.
most of it is being done with frame rate and prosthetics. What they did is they did a performance capture on Will Smith
Mhm.
with motion capture. Then they reconstructed his face as it looked, and apparently they did pretty well with it until the final scenes where it fell apart. They ran out of money or something.
Oh,
Like,
That
no.
oh yeah he
So what they've done is what they've done in like video games for years, where they get their performance and then they build a face. But in this case, they built his face.
they clearly ran out of time or money towards the end of that movie.
that is another film school thing. Where these kids in film school, you edit your most critical scenes first. I don't care. Like, I don't care.
No, we figured we'd just throw.
Chronologically, like, are you kidding
We
me?
figured we'd
Your
just
whole
throw a
movie is
wig
about
on Kate
different
Moore.
times.
Is this yet another like Ang Lee kind of?
It's just, to me,
He's so visionary. Movies don't make any money.
So
yeah.
we have another movie coming out
David
here.
Lynch. the same
We have
way.
another movie coming out here real soon. The Irishman, which
Oh yeah, that's on Netflix.
almost yeah, it's gonna be briefly in theaters.
By
And
that
it's gonna-
whining little bitch Martin Scorsese.
Yes. But they're using de-aging in that film. He talked shit about MCU.
He keeps talking shit about the MCU.
I mean, like, he's a boomer.
We rule
Like,
the world. Like, cool.
Yeah, those Marvel movies are ruining cinema.
So's the
He didn't say
director
that.
from The Walking Famous Joker.
He didn't say that. He said they're not cinema, and I'm like, sure.
Okay.
What's your point? I disagree with him, but I don't care that he thinks that.
But yeah, the Irishman coming here in a few weeks. I mean, it drove the budget for the film to 160 million. And Scorsese was saying one of the hardest things about the de-aging thing was getting the actor's eyes right, using the visual effects technology for it.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could de-age a face, but if you don't
And
get
he
like,
put hope back in their eyes. Oh, never mind. It's Irishman.
It's Robert
Like,
De
you
Niro,
don't
you
have to
can't
worry
do it.
about that.
no, he lost hope when what's his bucket got elected.
Taxi or something.
But we saw the trailer for The Irishman. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It looks pretty cool. The movie's almost 4 hours long too, which
It's
is
Scorsese.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to be.
that's his jam.
But I was looking at some of the stills here. I mean, like that one. I mean, I know y'all can't see it.
That
Yeah,
one, they can't see
I know. Like
This
that
is
one,
my
he looks.
whole question.
Yeah,
What is the movie about?
Mom, the Irish Mom.
Why do we care if they're younger? Like,
Wait. Robert De Niro is in a mob movie where he's playing 2 different versions. Does he remember how his career got started? Does he remember?
I don't know. He's pretty
Literally,
old. Does he?
His first big hit was The Godfather Part 2, where he's playing a younger version of Marlon Brando.
I mean, that's incredibly intentional.
No, that was
Like,
Alpha.
Scorsese,
Oh, yeah, it was.
like,
Never mind. Yeah.
Scorsese's not doing a mob movie on accident. My whole question with the whole thing is, do we care that their stories are subpar? Like,
Yes, absolutely.
we do. Nobody saw Gemini Man.
I like I said,
Almost
I
nobody.
saw it. I just kind of wish I'd gone to see something else.
So
Maybe.
you think if they're going to spend all these millions and millions of dollars de-aging someone, they might want to check their script before they do it?
I'm just saying, like,
Let's-
put somebody in old
Yes.
age makeup. It's not that hard. Hire somebody younger, put them in old age makeup, and then make a movie about an old person. Use a quarter of the budget for each one.
Seriously.
I mean,
And you have 2 shots.
they
My
kinda
thing is
did that.
against older films or whatever.
Old
I'm
Captain
just
America.
like, are we getting too obsessed with the technology to the point
I
where
think absolutely yes.
they keep putting this out? And this has been in question for like 15 years. Robin Williams, What Dreams May Come, where it's technology heavy.
I mean-
the film itself.
I mean, not everyone can look like Paul Rudd, where he's looked the same for like 20 years.
It's
Or-
insane.
Or
But
Halle
not
Berry.
everyone has to make a movie where they're playing a 20-year younger version of themselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're
Look at
just
Liam
a
Neeson.
person.
He's just going to keep rescuing his daughter.
Exactly.
I mean, and to Bryce's
Granddaughter.
point, Picard.
Yeah.
Who wants to see Picard?
Oh, God.
Everyone? A lot? Does it matter that he's like 85 years old? No.
He's
I mean,
That's
Tim Hardy was Picard for a brief
Did you
second.
say
That
Tim?
Tom. Thank
When
you.
the actor's good enough to hold up the show or film, it's going to
But
hold.
also, we have accepted for years and years and years and years younger actors playing older people. Like, and we're like, oh, that's the same guy? Cool. And that's it. You don't need this.
Yeah. I mean, 30-year-olds playing Power Rangers in high school. I long
Now,
accepted
Balti,
that one.
There's a.
Don't you make fun of Billy.
No. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. There's literally a guy who has like a male pattern vaulting. It's really bad. You're like,
Okay, so
come on, hire some 20-year-olds, get together.
what about not necessarily de-aging, but what about like face replacement, like in Star Wars Rogue One, where they replace the face of
Literally dead.
yeah, but in a way, it's kind of like it's the same technology because you're not necessarily de-aging, but you're molding someone's face to look a
and
particular way.
Surprisingly okay with that.
Heavy story reasons to do that. They needed the actor. They needed the part filled. They literally couldn't get the actor because he passed, and so they made him.
Yeah, literally, like from a kid that watched the original Star Wars, when he turned around and I saw Peter Cushing's face, I actually got a little chill for a second, like, whoa, that's Tarkin.
It was really good. It's still a video game movement, kind of like.
What about when we saw like Carrie Fisher's the younger?
I still
Carrie
like
Fisher?
that too.
It was.
But there's extremely plot-heavy reasons why we needed to see her.
Mhm.
It's not like they were like, oh, Princess Leia in another castle. Like, she kind of needed to be in the film.
It went full circle, and I enjoyed every moment of that. But no,
And
Kat's right.
It does make the first scene
Let's-
of A New Hope hilarious.
Let's wrap that present in some prettier paper before we open it up. All right.
I don't know. Part of me is extremely biased because I've worked in editing. Like, I can tell it's distracting, and that's part of my reasoning. Is that I'm like, I don't want to see their faces looking weird. But also, like, just check yourself. If you're an indie filmmaker, don't worry. They're not making money off these movies doing them this way. Like, not by and large, unless they have an extremely important reason for doing so.
All right. Well, de-aging in film. You guys let us know what you think in the comments, especially if you're watching this after the live broadcast. Of course, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SCNS Live. Follow us on Facebook.com/SCNS Live and on Twitch and Instagram at SCNS Live. If you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JasonTheX.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BetterCat.
Twitter and Instagram, The Good Cast.
Find me on Instagram at NerdyRick89. I'm doing the 365-day challenge. We are day 290. We're coming up on 365. That's pretty cool. Also, a few more weeks, and we'll get Super Coordination back. I'm getting acclimated with my new job. It's going pretty good, except I work at 5:30 in the morning. So
You can find me on. Oh, okay. You can hear me. Okay. You can find me on Instagram at Corodono. It's spelled right there. And you can find me on Twitter at Hawksperch, where I scream into the void about Suikoden until it answers back. Next month, I will, on Twitter specifically, I will be doing the Suikovember, where I will be drawing a picture for Suikoden every single day until the void kicks me out, I guess.
You just arting it up.
If it goes as Sketchtober is gone, it won't.
Gotta flex the muscles. Anyway, also you want to check out some of our other shows. There's a new episode of Anime TV up on the channel. They reviewed the quintessential quintuplets. It was not well received, but next episodes certainly will be. Watch the episode just for the salt that Cora throws in it. But the next
What?
episode is something that you're gonna just go. It's gonna be an hour and a half episode.
Yep, it is for my favorite anime of all time, Yu Yu Hakusho. We put in a bunch of horror-themed animes, in horror slash like monster-themed animes, into a hat, and the one we drew for it happened to be Yu Yu Hakusho. So I'm actually going to enjoy this for once.
She rigged it.
I did not.
She made that the
I can
cool
believe it.
piece of-
I honestly hoped Mononoke would get picked so I had an excuse to watch that again.
And you're also going to be watching Alternate Heads. We have actually a special episode of that planned soon. Even
Where
Cora.
you actually switch heads.
No, Cora's going to actually join us for some fun.
Some DHA.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a road show. So anyway, make sure you subscribe to SCNS Live for all of our shows. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us out there in the super cool Nerd Nation. We'll see you guys next week and this weekend at Fan Days and Retropalooza. But until next time, keep on nerding.
We always say it.
Excelsior.
AEW.
Let us come to your show.
Yes.